Hi, welcome back to my channel, and I'm here to share with you again one more time, an extra one more time. Now, uh, today I would want to share with you about doing one particular thing at a time, not being able to rush for so many things. Previously, when I was starting my business, I wanted to do everything. Actually, I was in charge of social media. I used to drive the truck that would do the deliveries. I used to do the customer relations. I would pick the calls, take the bookings. I used to do almost everything. In fact, I used to file my own taxes. I would file my own taxes. I would do graphics. I would do social media. I would do everything like you would think about in this business. And now sometimes I would even go on site and get to do most of the things. In the process, I felt like business wasn't moving on well. It was annoying for me and even for my customers. Most of them gave me a lot of complaints. They told me my work wasn't to standard. If I would do one particular thing, then I would mess up on one other particular thing. So it became a bit very hard for me to cut through and become competitive in that space. Now, till when I realized there was too much I couldn't handle, then I had to seek for help from other people. Now, I had to recruit new people, find new employees, find somebody I could work with in this particular project, and also outsource certain things from other agencies that could do it. So in the process, I found guys who would do for me taxes. I went bargained with them. They agreed to do for me my taxes. Actually, I used to miss out a lot on taxes. In fact, URA, I would get, I think, fines. Every time I would get fines. I used to get agency notices like in and out. I used to lose a lot of money in tax fines. And because sometimes I would delay, I would forget to file. And sometimes I would even file wrongly because I didn't know what to do. So I had to outsource filing. Now, things to do with social media, editing my videos and other things. Now, those ones I also used to want to do them myself. I also outsourced that particular service. And now the most important thing was the operational bit of the business. Somebody to help me deliver and also talk to clients in my absentia, and also run away from certain things like entertaining guests and also being available on running equipment and managing the whole event. I got a few people. Yeah, I tried to train a few people, mpola mpola, who got to learn and also got to learn and work with me. But I'll tell you, when you're recruiting people, not everyone will understand what you're pursuing. Not everyone will have the same skill like you, the business owner, will have. But it's about you, it's upon you to take training as a very huge effort, to keep reminding them what they're supposed to do, how they're supposed to do it, and where, so that they can be able to also execute the service the same way you would execute it. At first, it was a bit hard. I will tell you, people will not deliver the way you'd want them to deliver, but you must take an effort to delegate and give them power to do things you literally do yourself. And of course, identifying the right kind of person. At first, I employed people because they were my friends. I worked with people because they were my friends. But then they became annoying at one point. They used to do the most wrong things for me. Somebody would go and then mess up at the client's place, and then they would come and tell you stories, and then you can't do anything because probably your auntie or your uncle will get annoyed about it, and probably the relationship will die. But then over time, I learned relationships don't work with the business. What you need is a service delivered. Have somebody recruiting, train them on what you want them to do, put up a base pay, like a payment, a salary, and targets on what they are supposed to give you, what they are supposed to achieve, and then you also have an obligation to pay them their salary and other things you agree on. In fact, in the bid to also streamline the business and run away from doing everything myself, I had to at least also relieve my business of certain things. Now, we used to do everything. We used to do events management. We used to supply things to do with fun. We used to do, literally, you'd ask me for sound. I used to have sound. You'd ask me for tents. I wanted to have tents, cotton candy, everything, clowning, everything we used to have. Then at one point I sat back and I realized we were overstretched and we were not doing anything nice. So I had to drop off a few other things. So we dropped off a lot of things, and then we stayed in a few things we could execute perfectly well. So I would advise, if you're doing a business and you think doing everything will get you money, I think that is not the right thing. The right thing would be you finding an area in your business where you operate nicely and very well. Concentrate on that area, okay? And then the other services you can as well outsource. So when we let go of certain things that we couldn't do very well, we remained with the focus and attention to do those things that we exactly knew how to do and how to execute well. And then the rest we couldn't do, we would outsource, and then work became very easy. And in the process, actually, we realized work was too neat, too easy for us. And personally, as the business owner, I had a lot of time to think and focus on the next strategy, on the next plan for the business. Of course, for small businesses like mine, you may not really have to give away all the powers, but at least you don't have to have all the powers to do everything. I used to do everything, my friend. I used to edit. I used to do Facebook. I used to deliver. I used to drive the truck. I was literally everything, my friend. So focus on those things you can do very well. And when you do that, you will definitely be able to satisfy your customers, you'll be able to satisfy yourself, you'll be able to have a lot of time to think, a lot of time and space to expand and become good in that one area where you operate and the market. I assure you, when you're good in an area, they will pay you for the kind of quality you offer. Don't forget, like the channel, subscribe so that you can be able to get the next video that will help you inspired. That will don't forget, subscribe to this channel and be able to get more videos that I'll be sharing with you on my journey, my thoughts, my opinions, and my experiences through zidem eliwe ganye. Don't forget, subscribe and like my channel so that you can be able to get every video I will post for you, sharing my experiences, my opinions, key lessons, and other things that I've gone through over time. Thank you so much. See you on the next video.